Thanks for stopping in for another candidate-free Sudoku solve. Please subscribe if you like these videos. This is Sudoku to Go, volume 159, puzzle number 94. I already did a video with this puzzle, but this is the answer sheet, and I'll explain that in just a minute. Before you get started, you can print the puzzle by clicking on the link in the description, this link in the description. You can also go to sudokuprimer.com and find lots of videos out there. Lots of printable puzzles out there under this menu item. You can print them and try and solve them, and there's a link to a video for each puzzle out there that you can watch. Well, as I mentioned, this is the answer sheet to the last video, which was a pop quiz. The last video was solved without commentary. If you haven't seen that video yet, I recommend you watch it before watching this one. There's a link to that video in the description below. This video explains why each number was placed where it was, and therefore it's called the answer sheet. Well, let's answer this. First, I put a 2 right here because there's a 2 here, and 2 here, 2 here. And then we've got a 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and a 2 can go there. I could have filled that one in first, but I put this one in first. And then I put this one in. Also, I forgot there's a 2 there, 2 there, and then I put a 2 right here because there's 2, 2, 2, so that's a 2 right there. These first few numbers, of course, are easier to find, like usual. All right, and then I put there's a 3 here, 3 here, so 3, 3, 3, so that's a 3. And then we got 4s here, 4 there, 4 there, so this is 4. Then I put a 6 right here, but let me explain this one first. First of all, we've got a 3 and a 5, and there's a wall in the box next to the 3 and 5. The 3 and 5 are on opposite sides of this wall here. So that makes the 3 here, here, and here, because there's a 3 and a 5 there. And the 5 here, here, and here. So we got 3 here, 5 here, and 3, 5 twins right there. So when you have a wall here, you look for numbers that are opposite the wall of each other, but they aren't, if they're not in the wall already, then they'll show up in the next box over on the same row. Okay, so we have 3, 5 twins right here. So let's see what we're missing in this row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. 4, 6, 7, 9. And here's a 4, 7, and 9, so that makes that a 6. So that's how I got that 6 there. And then once I put the 6 here, we got a 6 there, 6 there, 6 here. So that's a 6. And we got a 6 right here, because we have 6, 6, 6. So that's how I got those. All right. And then the next two numbers I put in are a 9 there and a 3 there. Now this is one of the trickiest parts of this puzzle. Here's another wall with a 9 and a 3 opposite each other from this wall. So we have 9, 9, 9, and 3, 3, 3. So we have 3 in one of these two cells and a 9 in one of these 3 cells. So they're not twins. But if you remember the 3, 5 twins here, they're going to help us too. Now, finding this 9 right here is a little tricky. There's a couple more things I need to explain here. These are 8, 1 twins here, and I know that because we have a 3, 4, and a 6 in row 9 with a wall in box 8. So these are 3, 4, 6 triplets right here. Since these are 3, 4, 6 triplets, we know that these three numbers, 5, 7, and 9. That leaves 1 and 8 here. So we've got a 3, 5 twins here. That's a 1 or an 8. So that cannot be a 9 because we have 5, 7, 9 triplets here. That can't be a 9. This can't be a 9. This can't be a 9. So one of these is a 9. Oh, and you know what? I just noticed, I apologize. I forgot to put the 6 right here. After that 4 was placed, I put a 6 in right there. Okay, and I noticed that was missing because this wouldn't, what I'm showing you now won't work unless we have a number here already. So we have a 9 in one of these 3 cells and a 9 in one of these 3 cells. So using double column elimination, we know the 9 has to be in column 3 in box 1. And remember, we have a 9 here, 9 there, and so that has to be the 9. I'm sorry, I kind of, there are a lot of things going on there, and then I placed a 3 here. There are a lot of things going on here. I had to explain the 3, 4, 6, 5, 7, 9, 1, 8's here. And so one of these is a 9 because that's a 3 or a 5. That's a 1 or an 8. So the 9 can only be in one of these 3 cells. And the 9 here can only be in one of these 3 cells. So it has to be in this column. So that's how I got the 3 and 9 there. Like I said, that was one of the trickiest parts in the video, or in the solve. Now remember, these are 3, 5 twins here. With that 3, we can put a 5 there and a 3 there. And now we put a 5 here because we have a 5 there, 5 there. So that's a 5. And now we go to row 2 here, and we put in 8, 5, and 4 in here. And let me explain that. This is an 8 because we can see every other number from this cell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's an 8. And these are 5 and 4. There's a 5 there, so that has to be a 5, and that's a 4. So that's how we completed that row there. And now we've got 7's here and a 7 there, so that has to be a 7. And then we put a 4 here because we have a 4 there. These are 1, 5 twins left over there. And we're missing 1, 5, and 8 in this column here, so that has to be an 8 because these are 1 and 5, and there's an 8 here already. So we can see that's an 8 right there. That makes that a 1 because of the 5, 7, 9 triplets. And so now we have those two numbers filled in. There's only 1 and 8 missing here in this box. With that 1, we could put an 8 there and a 1 there. And then I put an 8 here and here because we've got an 8 there. One of these has to be an 8. With that 8, that is the 8. And that makes this loner cell right here an 8. So we've already got a 3, 4, 6 here and a 2. So the 8's the only number missing right there. All right, and now, um, the 9 is the only other number in these 6 cells that isn't in these already here. We also see a 9 there, so that's a 9 right there. And we have 1 and 7 left, which we can't solve yet. All right, now that we put a 1 in here with the 8, 1, we can solve the 1, 5 here. Put a 1 there and a 5 there. And then we're only missing 4 and 7 here and 4 and 7 here. With that 4, we can put in a 7 there, a 4 there, and a 7 there. Now we go back over to box 4 and we put an 8 here. Got 8 here, 8 here, and an 8 there. So that's an 8 right there. And now we're only missing 2 numbers in row 1, and they're 5 and 9. There's a 5 there, so we can put a 5 here and a 9 there. And then we can put a 3 right here because we're missing 3, 4, 6 right here. Excuse me. 3, 4, 8 right here. Well, there's a 6 there already. There's a 4 and an 8 here, so that's a 3. And now we can put, remember these are 3, 4, 6 here, and these are 5, 7, 9. So we got a 3 and a 4 there, so we can put a 6 there. Now we're missing 3 and 4. There's a 3 there, so we can put a 3 here and a 4 there. And we can also solve the 5, 7, and 9. Got a 5 here, so 5. Got a 9 there, so I can put a 9 here and a 7 there. We're only missing 2 numbers in column 6 here, 1 and 9. With that 9 makes this a 9 right there, and that a 1. And then we have 1 and 7 here. With that 1, we can put a 7 here and a 1 there. And now we're missing 1 and 9 here and 1 and 9 here. With this 1, we know that's a 9. And that's a 1, so that's a 9, and that's a 1. We're only missing 4 and 8 here. We got a 4 there, so we can put a 4 here and an 8 there. Now we're only missing 6, 7, and 8 right there. This is a loner cell, and there's a 6 here, so we can put a 6 there. And these are 7 and 8. With that 7, that makes that an 8. And that is 7. And that's it. So that explains how I got each number on the pop quiz. I hope you did pretty well understanding these before I explained them. But if you didn't, here's the explanation. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.